Well, in a pretty unexpected twist, the president's decision to ridicule the leader of North Korea as Little Rocket Man turns out to be kind of working out. North Korea has proposed a face-to-face meeting between the two leaders. If it happens, it'll be the first ever summit between a sitting American president and a dictator from North Korea. In response, a lot of our foreign policy geniuses melted down.
I think, frankly, it's a dangerous gamble and a bad idea. And in some ways, I can't believe I'm saying that, because for years I've been arguing that we need to have direct talks between the U.S. and North Korea.
I'm in the more of the you must be kidding camp. We've just given Kim Jong something for nothing.
It was a breathtaking gamble, according to one report. Do you agree?
I do. It is a roll of the nuclear dice.
Philippe Reines is a former advisor to Hillary Clinton and former Deputy Assistant Secretary of State, and he joins us tonight. Philippe, thanks for coming on.
No, thank you for having me.
So I'll just be totally honest, because why not? I have no idea what this will lead to, if anything. You could see it going wrong. You could see it taking unexpected and positive directions. Like, who knows? What I know for certain is that almost everybody you just saw on TV is dumb, has a long track record of terrible
One of them was
decisions.
my best friend, actually.
Yeah, I'm sure, but every one of those people has advocated foreign policy positions that have been a disaster for the United States repeatedly, and they're never called to account. So I guess the fact that this was unexpected yesterday shouldn't have surprised us. Why are we still listening to these people?
Well, I think it was surprising everybody, and I think President Trump definitely has an I told you so in him, but I think he has a fair number of people who work for him to say I told you so too. I don't think Secretary of Defense Mattis or Secretary of State Tillerson saw this coming.
I think you're right.
Or thought that the language last year, the tweets, were a good thing. So what he did instinctively on his own, to the extent that the establishment got it wrong, if they got it wrong. We'll see, but it's not partisan. I mean, people just...
I totally agree with you. I absolutely agree with you.
And I happen to... I've always thought, when I worked for the Obama administration, I hated the way we handled North Korea. I hated the way Bush did. It was always treating them like they deserved to be treated as an equal. I thought we should just ignore them. You know?
Right.
I at one point wanted to say, if you can't launch a rocket that doesn't reach, the outer atmosphere, we're not going to talk about you. But President Trump, he inherited something a little different. He inherited North Korea at a time when they've been harder to ignore. They have clearly made technological advances, both in their missiles and their bomb stuff. And he, 6 months ago, I would have told you that if we weren't alive in a year, North Korea would have something to do with it. And President Trump's bellicose language.
Well, a lot of people felt that way. And to be fair, and I just want to be honest, you're right. A lot of people at his own State Department, the president's own State Department, would have agreed with you after 2 drinks in private, for sure. So maybe the lesson of all of this is that you don't necessarily need to insult foreign leaders, even evil ones, but maybe you need to think a little more broadly. What we've been doing isn't working. And nobody in Washington is willing to acknowledge that, because they're implicated in past bad decisions. Well, so shouldn't we go forward with a maybe more open mind?
We should. And frankly, I don't know anyone was surprised that he agreed to a meeting and agreed to it fast. I mean, to the extent that our diplomacy is slow and plodding and doesn't work,
right,
might as well blow it up. We could be sitting here in 6 months and having a conversation about how this was an absolute debacle. And, you spent a lot of time focusing on immigration, and there have been times in the last months where you have not liked what the president said on immigration.
True.
That the Republican Party has not liked what they hear from him, including on TV.
Yeah.
And this is going to be pretty similar. I mean, not that it'll be on TV, although let's all hope it will be. But there are a lot of stakeholders here. For America, we're all one at this point, because if Kim does something crazy, he's going to blow us up, irrespective of what party we're part of. But you have the South Koreans, you have the Japanese, you have the Chinese, and I know you're always very interested in the Chinese. This is a problem. If he goes in there and he says, I'm a great deal maker, you really have to look at what deals he's made in his life. He tends to overpay.
Well, this is...
And if he overpays for this deal, then someone's going to suffer. And it's probably going to be someone other than us. But Kim Jong-un is not nuts.
I agree. This is complex. But what we know is that previous strategies failed, which is why we're here in the first place. So I have an open mind. Philippe, thank you.
No,
thank you for being honest about that. I appreciate it.